Topps Chrome, full case, blasters, player break 21. We're almost full. I am going to just start taking out packs because we're too close. We know this is going to go. Good luck, guys. I got about 4 cases here afterwards, and we should have another shipment coming in today, I believe. So we should have a healthy amount that should last us, I'd say, at least a week. Week, maybe even 2. Unless we get more in. But for sure, I know we got at least, I think, roughly about 10. 10 cases. 8, 10, 12 cases. Something to that degree. That's an interesting stack. I don't know how I do that. Alright. Good luck, guys. Last 5, you guys can attack the store for these. We haven't seen Topps Chrome in actually a few days now. We haven't seen the blasters in a couple weeks. Let's see what this new batch of blasters are going to bring us. New palette of blasters. Let's see. Last 5, guys. Anthony Davis for $9. He does has SSPs there. Others Warriors never sit there. Asa Newell, CMB, and Derek Queen. Shocked that Derek Queen's still there. Some of the most autos we've hit was guys like Derek Queen, CMB, Knipple. Also hit a lot of Cody Williams and Isaiah Colliers, unfortunately. I won't front on that. I won't front on that. There are a couple of Bronnies. Chase Richardson's, we've hit a decent amount of Noah Pendas. Aces, we've hit a few of as well. What's up, Bios? Did you get them in the store, brother? If you did, no worries. If you need me to take it out, let me know, please, and I'll stop and I'll go take it out for you. As soon as we're filled, if I'm still taking out packs, guys, I will add in the next one. The basketballs are the exclusive on the value blasters, ladies and gentlemen. The basketball parallels is what you're looking for. Ozzy, I gave you the link to buy it in the store. You didn't talk to me at 7:33 a.m. about 15 minutes ago. Somebody might have already purchased it potentially. But if you go to that link that I just produced at 7:34 a.m., about 4 chats above what you just said, you can create an account at theblez.com and you can purchase ASA, no problem. All you gotta do is create an account. It's very easy. It takes you less than a minute. You can add ASA Newell to your cart. You can check out using a debit card, credit card, PayPal, Venmo. The good part about the blasters, guys, my favorite part about the blasters is that this is usually where we've seen the most SSPs and the most autographs. We've had up to 4 autos and we've had up to 4 SSPs. And we had like 2 cases that had 0 SSPs, which was weird. Very weird. Let me go update this screen real quick, guys. Ios, did you need me to take out ASA for you or? Still got 5 left, guys. Here's the link. There's the link, guys. You can use that to purchase any of the remaining players that are here on screen. Let's do it. Ios, I can't really do deals on this. I do 105 if you want on Ios. If it's there. I can't be doing like, you know, 20 bucks off these kind of players. The prices, we had to pay a lot more for these cases. I do 105 for you just to get the break moving, if that's cool. Yeah, 105. I can do that. Give me 1 second, though. 1 second. Let me kill it from the store. What's up, Davidson? All right, Ios, you're good to send. Thank you. You're good to send, Ios. You're good to send, Blez Bucks. Thank you very much. All right, last 3, guys. Last 3. ASA, AD, and others Warriors. You got to take it direct with me now. Claim it in the chat and talk to me. I killed it from the store, guys. Last 3 players. Last 3 players. Thank you, Ios. I appreciate you. Trust me, if I could take care of you guys a lot more on these, I would. But this is the one product we had to like. We had to price to really like keep the channel moving and not really make money, if that makes sense. But if anybody looked at a box of Topps Chrome lately, it is insane. Guys, we're right there. Last three. Last three. Last three. So, Martin, what is that? 35.44. Tell you what, send me 36, Martin. You can kill it. Send me 36. Esau, Davis, and others Warriors. Send me 36. Martin, thank you, Martin. I appreciate you, brother. Give me 1 second and I'll get all of your guys' lists organized. Then I'll finish ripping out packs. And I'll get you guys a player list in just a sec, guys. There's your guys' player list. It's alphabetized as well as by your collector name. Thank you, Martin. Thank you, Ioska. I appreciate it. Thank you, guys. All right, I still got a little bit more to open, guys. So what I am going to do is I am going to add in Topps Chrome Blaster player break number 22. So if you guys are in here, if you guys are waiting, or if you guys want to secure your players, I'm going to add in number 22 to the store by the player. I'm adding it in right now. There it is. Number 22 is in the store, guys. If you want to attack your futures, it's there. Just added in number 22, guys. It's in the store. Probably take about another 15 minutes, I'd say, to open up all these packs, guys, and we're going. So you got about 15. You guys can go attack your guys' players if you want. You got ample time. You got ample time. Thank you guys for the fill. After this, we are going to push the Hammer Mixer, the 2-box Optic Hobby. Optic Hobby, we haven't seen anything out of that yet, guys. Then I am going to put up the Prism Blaster on the screen, guys. It's down to 12. That still has a running bounty on any mangas, guys. We don't have a ton of pieces there. Good morning. Oh, not the department shirt, huh?
Not shirt, but
Decals? I haven't. You know what's sad about them? I think one of them passed away.
aw.
Yeah.
But they were at that thing I went to, so I just figured I could get some.
What thing? What thing? Did you go
That Killer Makee, Killer Kind Shrimp hosted that Killer Makee.
Yes.
Yeah, it was really.
I don't remember. I know one of them passed away. That's why they don't make shirts anymore. I think so.
Oh, they had a couple over there, but I figured you'd enjoy the stickers. So, enjoy.
Thank you. Guys, after this, we can do either the hammer mixer is very close, the multi-year mixer. Select hybrid, guys. NFL. Take your guys' NFL. Select hybrid's been really good. Golds are flying out of that case. Nothing massive yet. Nothing massive out of that case yet. No autographs or anything, guys. Take your guys' select. Take your Optic International as well, guys. That is a fresh case. I don't have a lot of cases of that. I do want to push that through. It was nice. Hopefully we have at least one Elite Auto in every case. We did get the Genty in the last one. But that is a fresh case on the Optic International, guys. Keep taking your guys' Blaster full case. And then also take your guys' Prism full case. And your Spectra. If Spectra doesn't move in the next day or two, guys, I probably am going to refund the Spectra. I don't want to. I think that's a pretty fun mixer. If not, I'll save that for a different mixer. Yeah, we had a Sunday Kings of Adrian Peterson, Neil. The funny part was so I did a lot of Optic last year. I did a lot of it. And we do have Optic Blasters and Megas coming in, guys. I do have that on order. That's probably going to be late this week. Probably is my assumption. I don't know when it comes in. If it's ground, then you might not see it till mid next week, guys. But usually we were seeing multiple case hits. For example, last year when we did the Blasters, the Megas, every single case gave us like 3-4 Uptowns or, you know, something to that degree. We had multiples. So I don't know why. Last one we only had one case. So I don't know if it is one per case. I don't know if it's guaranteed in every case. Because I only did one case and I only have like 1 or 2 cases. So it was a big product that was super good. Probably ordering more. First case was kind of eh. I don't judge it by only one case. You know, give it a couple cases first. If not, then I won't reorder that. But I do have Blasters and Megas finally coming in for you. That was something that was asked a long time ago. Right. So That's why, like, this year, I don't know if it changed the configuration. But I want to see a couple cases before, you know what I mean? I want to see a couple cases beforehand. Only on Pick Your Team. I'm not going to do any kind of players on those ones. I'm priced very, very, very cheap. Or priced beyond cheap on international. Yeah, I cannot wait. Guys, I don't know. I can't wait to see a brand new, fresh palette of blasters. I kind of want to see. This is my redemption right now for like a LeBron auto. If you remember a couple weeks ago when we finished up on our blaster run, we finally got a redemption sweat. And you a-holes all said Will Riley. All of you blokes in the chat. Majority of the blokes in the chat all said Will Riley. And guess who the redemption was? Will Riley. I was so sour. Yeah, so we'll have a nice one. Neil, we will have a nice amount of football in the store. I would say at least for the next 2, maybe 3 weeks, roughly. Should have a nice mix of football in the store. And I have some baseball coming in too. Not a ton of baseball, but I have a handful of baseball coming in. Maybe like a few cases of some Series 1 baseball coming in. So that should be a lot of fun. Dude, City, I don't know. Who was my best veteran auto that I hit out of this product? Probably just Giannis. Yeah, probably Giannis. It's so many Giannis's. There you go. How many Giannis's did we hit? We hit 3 or 4. We hit the true orange, the purple, I think we hit the green Giannis. Your last break until September. Come on, you can't tell me you're not going to be buying into Bowman baseball. In Bowman football. Yeah, Cornelis and the redemptions. I mean, Topps has been the best with redemption. Again, I'm not just saying that. Ask anybody. Topps is usually really good with redemptions, but there's still redemptions out there that still take, a few months. One of my redemptions from Bowman Chrome 2 years ago took about like 9 to 10 months. So sometimes it can take a little bit of time. I'm not going to say they're perfect. But I've also had redemptions from Topps Phil like in 2-3 days. And was like shipped within a week or so. Yeah. Midnight has been out for 3 months already? No. When did Midnight come out? Was it January that Midnight came out? Maybe, yeah, maybe it might have been late January. I thought it was February. What's up, Shen? Good morning. Happy Monday to you too, brother. Happy Monday to you guys too. If you guys didn't hear me, guys, you guys are more than welcome to attack number 22, guys. It is in the store. Guys, it is in the store. Yeah, that could be what it is too. It could be just Cooper Flag didn't sign. Yeah, that could definitely be what it was. Yes. Good luck, everybody. Oh. See something nasty, guys. See something nasty. Good luck. Speaking of Noah Penda, NFL depends what era. It depends what era we're talking about right now. If we're talking about like flag is a huge card, yes, absolutely. NHL, I would have to say Alexander Ovechkin and Chris Chelios. Soccer, I don't know anything about. WWE, that's a very hard take for me. I love Razor. I love Rhea. I like all the old school guys. I love the Legion of Doom. I love Mr. Perfect. I like Ted DiBiase. NBA, I mean, not to sound cliche, I was a Jordan guy growing up. I liked the Bulls era. I liked playing Scottie Pippen and Michael Jordan on NBA Jam. I did also play as Bird in NBA Jam as well. I won't say I didn't. There's a green basketballs number to 99. Nice. It's Igor. I'm liking the algorithm on these brand new. What the hell happened to my OBS sheet? Sorry, 1 second, guys. NFL is tough. Guys like Megatron. I loved Barry. I like all of my Hawaiians growing up as well. Maybe not so much NFL, but I loved Colt Brennan. R.I.P. to Colt Brennan. There's a magenta of Ant-Man to 399 on the Serenity. Okay. Getting some numbers early and often. I like it. Linear on the red, white, and blue. I was a big fan of Kobe. I was a big fan of Garnett. I always like big man. Good morning, Anderson. I always like big guys too. Guys like Yokozuna was always awesome. Rikishi was cool. I always appreciated big dudes. Always did. Probably because I was always kind of a chubby kid growing up, you know. For the most part, I was a chubby kid. I'm not the most athletic, but I'm athletic for a big guy. Kanipo, if that makes any sense. Nice. Steph on our red, white, and blue. Could be new times, guys. Could be a new batch. Wow. 199 Aqua basketballs. It's Traore, and we're hitting a lot of rookie color early. Oh, no. That's something I haven't seen in a long time. The miscuts. That's something we haven't seen since like January. Barnhides are on the refractor. Hopefully it's not like that for all the red, white, and blues. The other ones were okay. Shockingly. Spongy, spongy. Oh no, now here comes the miscuts. We haven't seen this since like literally the first week we were ripping this. Maybe the second week. PV. Miscut. What's weird about these miscuts, guys, is that we haven't had that since like the beginning. So could be a good sign, hopefully. Oh, Baloo basketballs of Lonzo to 150. Castle. Kanipo on the base. Wait. Barnheiser. Oh, that one's miscut though. Sorry. Ant-Man refractor. Our last stack in the first few. Jeremiah Fears. Scotty Barnes. Looks like another green. Nope. Dame Time refractor. Cooper Flag. A little bit of a soft corner on that one. Sorry on the flag spot. Karl Anthony Towns. Do you guys want a pick your team format on the Blasters, guys? Case up some of these real quick. Do you guys want to pick your team or do you guys like the players better? I can do a pick your team. It's just, you know, the price went up so much that I feel like it's better value if I did it as a player break. But that's up to you folks. What do you guys think? You guys want some pick your team? I could probably run a couple of team. What up, Rogers? I could. It's just the price went up quite a bit. That's why I'm asking. Okay. Well, the only reason I didn't put a team in, again, was because we only had a few come in. We should be getting more at some point today. I should have roughly, I'm estimating about 10 cases. Estimating. So we should have like maybe like 6 or 8 cases that come in today. And then Anderson, I don't know if you're here. I'll repeat myself a little bit here, guys. I am going to have a decent amount of football coming in too. We should have some optic blasters and megas. Those were ground shipped though, so I might see them as early as midweek this week. It could be as late as midweek next week that those get added to the store. But we are going to get some optic blasters, some megas, so I have a nice amount. I'm also going to get Series 2. I am not going to get Bowman's Best, unfortunately, though. I basically got told there's no chance in hell I'd ever get Bowman's Best on this channel. Exactly. This is the one time where football gets the love. It's always the off season going into the preseason. I don't know who Trent Severn is. I liked Ultimate Warrior and the NES video games, Neil. Make sure you're live, Neil, by the way. You might be a little bit behind, or either that or maybe you're just, typing casually in between work. MLB, I forgot to tell you about MLB. MLB, so speaking of big guys, in the MLB particularly, oh, wait. We have a green auto, it looks like. It was a green rookie on-card auto of Cam Jones. 66 of 99 on the Future Stars autograph. Damn, that had potential too. MLB, I grew up liking the big dudes. I grew up liking Griffey. I was born in '89, so I grew up Griffey. Then, as I learned to like power, it was Frank Thomas, it was Mark McGuire, Rafael Palmeiro, Canseco. Oh, nice. That's a good one that didn't get miscut. As a matter of fact, that looks really nicely centered. Cooper flag on the red, white, and blue. For the flag spot, Mr. Sting. Skeet's on it. Essengay. You know, I'm not gonna lie, Sponge. I'm a con guy too. But I'm not gonna sit here and say I don't like flag. I'm not gonna say that. But for me, I think if I had to pick one or the other, for me, I'm probably going con. Hugo. Shay. Dylan Harper. Another Koopa flag on the base. And a Proctor on the red, white, and blue. Nice. Thankfully, only a handful of miscuts. Nothing overly notable. Essengate at $2.99 on the teal. Serenity. Cam Jones. Another Cooper flag. You're soft ass Chet. Harper. I thought that was a redemption. Usually that card's turned the other way so I can see the border right away. But yeah, so that's kind of who I grew up like looking up to in my young age. As I started getting older, Conley, I started learning about like guys like Magic Johnson. Nice, Jeremiah Fears. Started learning about Magic Johnson, the Larry Birds. I started watching more documentaries, so I started appreciating other aspects of the game. The Rayway of LaMelo Ball. Colin Murray refractor. I think he might have been on the kill. You know, it's funny, Sponge. I spent like $600 chasing Pokemon this weekend. I went to our shop, Legacy. Saw the guys over there. I was like, I try a couple Ascended Hero boxes. Absolutely destroyed. Disgusted. Nice, Victor. Flag. Igor. So I went home after that and I had some stashed away, some Destined Rivals sleeve, the booster sleeves, the 1-pack one, Sorber. And I had some Phantasmal sleeves as well that I scored at Walmart like before Christmas. Or around Christmas time. I didn't ever want to open it, but I was so irritated. I was so irritated that I had to I ripped some more. I got absolutely destroyed ripping all of that too. Absolutely destroyed. All the scrub SIRs. We got like 2, maybe 3. We opened about 90 packs though, so total of maybe like 60 Phantasmal and like 30 Rivals, something like that. So I think 3 SIRs is good for that amount of pack, I think. I don't want perfect order. I'm literally only chasing the cards I care about. I want a nice Gengar. I want a nice Dragonite. I want the Mewtwo, and I definitely want the Zard SIR, but I know Ascended is pricey, but you know what? Honestly, I can't see it going much cheaper. Yeah, I'm not a Pokemon expert, guys. I'm not. I literally went to go rip for fun. Something I haven't done in a long time. Because I've been trying to be responsible. But I finally caved in and I was like, I'm going to go rip some. My goal was to spend like a couple hundred. I ended up spending 600 and I was like, what the fuck? I was like, how did I do that? I was irritated. It's fun until it's not. It's fun until it's not fun. I literally went home and I started ripping my booster sleeves. Because like normally I still have like 151 and everything like that at home. Like I'll buy to invest and then usually I'll sell some and then I'll rip some. Or I'll just sell it all and then I'll buy what I want. That's usually how I go about it. You guys know me. I talk about this shit all the time, whether it's NBA cards, NFL cards. I pretty much have the same strategy most times, you know? That would be in the megas, Skeet. That would be the megas on the X Fractors. These are the basketball exclusive parallels. But you can get the Ray Wave inserts. Singles is, I mean, Davidson, you know what? Anybody can say that. Anybody can say singles is the way to go, which is the truth. But you know what? I'm not gonna spend $2,500 on a Zard SIR from Phantasmo when I can just take, I can take a stab at a couple hundred at first. You know what I mean? Yeah, the X Factor. So there was the. I think they're still running at the Tops program. Exactly. I went to my LCS. I went to Legacy Sports Cards, which Blez owns. I went to our LCS, and just like you, I gotta pay whatever the price is. I would if I were you, Ski. If it doesn't look in great condition, I would trade it in, guaranteed. Take the blue refractor because the blue refractor going to be a lot less pop, guaranteed. Probably even better quality in my guess too. So I would trade it in. But if the X Factors look really good, then I'd probably grade the X Factor instead of trading in. But yeah, dude, I ripped. I started with an ETB, which was like $120, I think. So I was like, all right, yeah, I'll take one. Me and Mrs. Hammer ripped one. Dusted. I was like, shit. And then freaking bought another one. Shit. And then I bought one of the 5-pack tins, the pin. They had that, like they limited it. So me and Mrs. Hammer just bought one pin so we didn't take away from their customers. Dusted. Then I was like, I'll do one more ETB. I was like, that should put me like 300-400. 600 something bucks. Fuck. I was all sour. Porzingis to 199. Oh, I did buy like the raw Dragonite with the Japanese characters going across. I don't know what they call that, the Mega or whatever they call it. But yeah, I was like, I'll spend 2-3 because I was going to the casino to go film content. So I didn't want to overspend, and sure enough, I overspent. Ace Bailey. It's like shit. Ace Bailey. I got something good though. I got a Metagross, the steel spider looking thing. VJ. I've never ripped as much Pokemon as I did. I've dabbled in it, but that was it. In the 90s, absolutely. I guarantee you, I ripped a healthy amount. I was lucky enough that I wasn't like super fortunate as a kid, but packs at the time, the first edition packs were $4.95 or $5.95 a pack. So, you know, at times when I was a good boy, you know, I would get 2 packs, 4 packs, $20. Elijah, I can tell you this much: I've had at least at any given time, I've had at least 3 first edition Charizards that I personally pulled. Personally pulled, sleeved, and top loaded. It was never in a binder because I was not a binder collector. I was a top loader collector. I wanted the best. Until this day, I'm the exact same way. I'm very, very, very meticulous with my shit. I'm not saying that it would have great. I would have never said it graded a 10. I'm not, because I didn't know about centering as a kid and shit like that. So those things I couldn't tell you guys about. Wiggins to 275 on the True Yellow hobby. I don't know about centering. I might have had some whitening on the back, sure, but at least in terms of pack ripped, it was packed rip into a sleeve into a top loader. Will Richard on the refractor. I think I've showed you it before, Davidson. When I was getting out of video games and I was investing more into sports cards about 10 years ago now. I think I've showed it to you guys before. Let's see if I can pull it up real quick. Look at how old my top loaders were. Like, you can tell I was a top loader collector. You could just always tell. That was just me, though. I didn't have a lot of things, so the things I ever got in life, I had to really protect it. I'll find it. It's somewhere over here. It's coming. Still coming. Okay, video game should be right over here somewhere. Should be right over here. Alaska. Video games. There it is. Like, look at the white top loader border. It's brown. That was an old binder that we found, but all my Zards and stuff like that were all in like colored top loaders and stuff, because that was the thing back when I was a kid, you know. I wish I found my first editions though. I had no first editions. Those probably went to Goodwill, unfortunately. Ace yellow for the Grizz. Jaren Jackson on the 275 basketballs. Nicola. Still haven't had an SSP here. Hallie. VJ. Ant-Man. Walter Clayton. Damn, sorry on the miscut on that one, guys. You want to know how much that Shadowless Charizard sold for? If I'm not mistaken, City Gold, I believe the English cards came out, if I'm not mistaken, it was either 4th or 5th grade. So I would say anywhere between 1998 and 1999. I can't tell you for a fact because I don't have that vivid memory, but I learned about Pokemon in 3rd grade going into 4th grade. I know that for a fact. I know it for a fact, and don't you dare tell Mrs. Hammer this, but I know it for a fact because one of the girls I started, you start learning about females right around that age. One of these girls I really liked, and obviously you don't know anything else besides liking girls at that point. She had this I'll never forget this. I don't know why. She had this Pikachu. It was a yellow Pikachu, like yay high. And if you flip it over, there was like the 2 silver grounds. So when you put it in your palm and you touch it, it would say Pikachu. And I literally, that's how I learned about Pokemon. It was from that one toy. I was like, what the fuck's a Pikachu? Right, so in 99, I was collecting Pokemon cards because I started watching Pokemon right around there. And especially in Hawaii, our cable TV is hard to watch those kinds of things. So I was buying that, and then as I learned that there was Japanese cards, and if anybody was buying Pokemon at that time, you guys would know that Pokemon cards in Japanese were twice as much. Pokemon cards were $8.95 a pack instead of $4.95, $5.95 a pack. Probably because of the customs fees and all that. That's my guess. But you had the new art styles. You had the Vileplumes. You had the Fossil set that was out. You had Lieutenant Surge. You had Erica. You had all the booster sets that were already out that weren't in English yet. So that was a cool flex to have as a kid back then. Then I started bringing all my Shaquille O'Neals to school. I was like, I'm cool. I like Shaq. Yannick. Koopa flag on a base. And a Dylan Harper right behind it. That's a first. SNG on a silver refractor. Solid break for the flag spot right now. We got one auto. We got to see a little bit more here. Paul on the red, white, and blue. Larry Legend. Harper, Fears, Bam. Scary Terry. Hey, Skeet, like I said, I'm rooting for Pistons. I'm rooting for Pistons. I stopped watching March Madness the minute that Hawaii got eliminated from was it Arkansas? I was pretty sad about it. Hey, UH made a plan. I already told you, I'm going con for Roy. Realistically, I think it's gonna be probably Spurs, if you want me to be honest with you. It's gonna be Spurs or Thunder. But I wouldn't mind seeing the Pistons go all the way. Supposedly, he might come back for either, if not the first round, the second round. In 2002, Sponge, I started to open up Yu-Gi-Oh! I was into Yu-Gi-Oh! At that time. We used to play it in middle school. So it was a lot of fun. Yu-Gi-Oh! Was a lot of fun. And that I can honestly tell you, I stopped top loading my cards. I would only sleeve my Yu-Gi-Oh cards because it was too heavy to bring 40 to 60 cards to school every time. That's a beautiful card. Nice Kanepo. Little heavy left on that one. I stopped buying it because I also stopped playing Pokemon. After Gold and Silver, and then when there was all the Game Boy Advance Pokemons, I kind of stopped. I think I still played them, but I didn't enjoy it already. I was tired of it. Elijah Martin, like it was boring already. It was the same shit, and I couldn't figure out all these other Pokemon that looked like stupid, I apologize. The Middleton is numbered to 25. That is a orange basketball, but it's very hard to tell the difference between the orange and the regulars. You have to look for it, or you can easily miss it like that. Jeremiah Fears, Dirk. Yannick again. Yeah, I'd like to see, like I said, I'd like to see the Pistons make a deep run. Malua. I also want to see the Celtics make a nice run too. Yeah, I thought I heard, I don't know if there was any updates, but I heard that Cade supposedly was going to be out a few weeks with potential to come back in the first round of the playoffs, if not the second round, but obviously it just depends on the severity. Okay, we gotta heat up on this case, guys. We got a stack and a half left. About 12 boxes left, roughly, guys. Gotta heat up a little bit here. Who you got? Who you got on Roy? Who you got on March Madness? And who you got on... I'm taking the O'Brien. I hope he doesn't rush it and I hope he doesn't rush it and like every time they rush a player back and then it just backfires. Zakarski. I don't know if you're the very first guy that said Florida at first. I know a lot of guys rooting for Iowa State. Hugo Refractor. That is nasty. 74 of 75. It's V. What up, Leaf? I said Con, Leaf. I've been saying Con. I literally have been saying... I said it before you were in the room. I said it after. You're the guy that educated me on Con Konipo. 24-25 Bowman. There was no SSP at all, Clemas. No SSP at all. Got some color, though. Got some action here. We have a chromograph auto. It's upside down. It's for the Sixers. No way! No way! That's so nasty! Finally! How about an AI auto? Look at him! Finally! Dude, that's a first! That is a first! That is a first! That is awesome! How about a rookie AI? Rookie photo AI. How's that? Rookie photo. I don't want people saying... I don't want people saying that. Here's a blue gold time. Ooh. Nice Harper, the 150 on the gold time. Beautiful. And there's your SSP number 1. Igor. SSP is going to be Sean Kemp. What is starting to happen all of a sudden? Literally, we had 12 boxes left, and we just had, like, the best box ever. How about a Steph on the Fanatical? Who had the Harper spots? State? Oh, let's go Skeet. Who had the Steph spot? NYC with the Fanatical of Steph. Nice. And who had the Allen Iverson spot? Bacchus. That's funny because we have somebody with the last name of Bacchus. That was sick. That was freaking cool as hell. That was cool as hell. That was awesome. Let me case those up right away. That was awesome. It was funny because I was like, who on the Sixers? I was going to say it's got to be Tyrese Maxey because he's the only one that I've seen sign. And we had the VJ Edgecombe on the instinct. Yes. I ain't going to lie, guys. If we were going to have one of those cases that didn't have one of those SSPs, I would have been kind of salty. I was like, don't start this palette like that, please. You can tell this feels like a different palette, though, overall. This feels like it's like a different source. I've never had a VJ Edgecombe, Dylan Harper, and then an AI follow-up. We've never had an AI at all in any Hanger, Blaster, or Mega, to my knowledge. Unless Jags pulled one or S-Blez pulled one in the Megas, which they only did about, I'd say about 10 to 12 cases. They did pull Cooper Flag, though, those bastards. I gotta get a flag now. Knipple. And then we have a patented right behind it. We have a patented case hit right behind it. It's the big man. It's Nikola Jokic on the patented. I think this is only the second one I probably hit. Thought it was going to be a glass. With the Nikola spots. Vigo, finally! Goes to the 808. Yes. It wasn't a Larry Bird, but we'll like it. Dylan, I wish I could say hot case. It picked up at the end, though. I won't say hot, but I will say that it picked up right at the end there. I've ripped over 150 cases total of like blasters, hangers, megas, all like that. That's my first Allen Iverson auto. That's my first. Remember, everything is live in the retail, guys. Everything. The supers are live. The true reds, the true blacks, the true oranges. Every color, every player is live. Of course, majority of them will be hard hits. Don't get me wrong. But we've defied some odds. We have. We've defied some odds. Ooh, nice refractor of Steph. Couple of you guys told me that you guys want to see some team breaks of this. I can do a couple of them, guys. Maybe we'll do 1 or 2 team breaks. It does need to be adjusted. I don't have the pricing adjusted because I didn't know how much we were getting in. So maybe if you guys want, after today, when I get home, I can get it priced and everything like that for you guys and add it to the store for early this evening. If you guys want a nice team break of it. I won't have a lot of team breaks though, I'll be honest with you. And we have a third SSP. What did I tell you guys? This is why I love blasters, because we always get more SSPs and more autos for whatever reason. Good luck. No way. How about a paradox of VJ Edgecomb on the SSP? This is insane. Now the VJ Edgecomb spot is, oh boy, Skeet, have a break, Skeet. Add that with your fanatical of VJ Edgecomb for the Skeet. Have you already got your shipments and everything, Skeet? Everything smooth for you, buddy? There's another Shea. This was the most Philly case we've had. I ain't gonna lie. This was like, it wasn't a Philly case until it was. Literally. Until it was. Awesome, Ski. Just making sure you were getting everything, brother. That's awesome. You're probably going to be waiting on a few. Don't get me wrong. Again, usually I would say you get cards within about a 2-week cycle, depending, obviously. Because we usually quote 3 to 5 business days for sorting. We're here 7 days a week, but I always say business days. Jace Richardson. And then after it's sorted, it goes out on the next ship date. There's a yellow basketball for the Cavs. Nice Proctor to 275. What's up, Fire Cards? Been a minute since I've seen you here. Nice Ray Wave of Steph. Seraph on the refractor. Can we get one more auto, please? That would be awesome. Oh, nice. Where did you go? I am so due to go on a cruise. It's not even funny. I love cruises. Boat cruises are the bomb. We did get a third auto. And we had Cam Johnson. All right. Others Nets got a third auto on a stratospheric. Yeah, you know, we had about 2 cases, no more than 3 cases that had like miscuts, and that was like the very first runs. Skeet, when I restarted this channel January 1st, I had like 10 mega cases, something like that. By like January 2nd, January 3rd, I had like almost 100 blasters, 100 hanger I had like a unlimited supply of retail. It wasn't even funny. Obviously, it wasn't all for me. Some of it goes to our LCS at Legacy. Wow, we got a 4th SSP. That kind of looks like another Steph. Oh, there's the Ray. I was going to say, there's the Sean Kemp. It's Ray Allen. Nice fanatical of Ray Allen. We got 4 SSPs, 3 autos. Alvarado. We are starting this palette off very nicely. Lots of Ray waves. Nice ace. You normally get a couple. We don't get that many. And Kyrie is how we end it. That was a really nice case, guys. Really nice case. Started off a little slow there, I'm not going to lie, but it really picked up fast. That's crazy. You can almost tell like it feels like it came from somewhere else. A different distribution maybe or whatever, different run. But this case felt different, except for the Cam Johnson. The Cam Johnson didn't feel different. Cam Johnson felt a little disappointing, no offense. It's a little bit on a high horse there, guys. I was on a little bit of a high horse there. Came back to reality really quick. 3 SSPs, 3 autographs. Pretty freaking sweet. No, 4 SSPs. 1, 2, 3, 4, right? 4 SSPs, 3 autos. And you still paid less than the hangers. City, City, where are you going? I know you said you weren't going to be here. Are you going to go somewhere, City? Or if you're just taking a break, totally cool. But I didn't think you were overly serious. Now it sounds like you're pretty serious. Let's recap. That was a really nice case. Take your 22 player breaks, guys. Take your 22s. Skeet, who else did you have, Skeet? Did you have Con or anyone else? Who had Con? Okay, TC had Con. Skeet, did you have anybody else? Let me check. Hold on. Make sure. I know you had Con and I know you had VJ for sure. Oh, anytime, Shen. You know that. I got number 22 in the store already, Shen. You guys want to attack your futures? That was an amazing break, though. I'm glad we had a nice case to start our week. Oh, yeah, you had Harper. Okay. Sorry, sometimes I forget. That's why. Here's your number cards, guys. Nice Igor. Harper to 150 on the go time. VJ Edgecombe purple to 75. Knipple refractor. Cooper Flag on the red, white, and blue. Fanatical of Ray Allen. VJ Edgecombe on the Paradox. Nikola Jokic for Vigo. Sorry it wasn't Larry Bird, Vigo's daughter. I'm sorry. Beautiful Steph as well. Cam Johnson. Allen Iverson auto. And a Cam Jones to 99. That's freaking sweet. All right. With Steph again, NYC, perfect. All right. Gonna beat the sort for Skeet. Skeet took multiples. He hit on all of the big spots there. I'll throw in all your regular bases in there and stuff. The rest of your inserts will come later, probably. I like this instinct and the blue gold time. Wish those were trues, but we'll take it. Not bad at all. One of the better breaks that you've been in for sure. Thank you, guys.